Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today, I will be presenting on the topic of drying curve. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Marlia Nuraisyah Binti Samsir with metric number of BWD21903 from section 1. Here is an overview of what we will cover today. Drying rate refers to the rate at which moisture is removed from a material during the drying process. It can be defined in two main ways, which is drying rate and water flux. A drying curve is a graphical representation of the drying rate versus the remaining water content. The drying curve is the plot of the drying rate versus the remaining water content. The water content is expressed in kg of water per kg of dry matter. The drying curve consists of several phases. Firstly, rising rate phase. Secondly, constant rate phase. First falling rate phase. And lastly, second falling rate phase. During the rising rate phase, the material is heated to the drying temperature. Moisture removal is minimal initially as the material's temperature rises to reach equilibrium with the drying environment. In the constant rate phase, the drying rate is stable. The material surface is saturated with water and the drying rate is primarily controlled by the rate at which heat is applied. This phase continues until surface moisture started to deplete. As the surface moisture decreases, we enter the first falling rate phase. Here, the drying rate drops because moisture must travel from the interior to the surface to evaporate. Internal diffusion of moisture now limits the drying rate. In the second falling rate phase, the drying rate reduces further as the material becomes drier. Moisture movement within the material slows, approaching the equilibrium moisture content. This phase continues until the desired moisture level is achieved. Various equipment used in food processing or drying includes tray or cabinet dryers, tunnel dryers, puff drying, fluidized bed drying, spray drying, and freeze drying. Drying has several applications in the food industry, such as extending shelf life by reducing water activity, thus minimizing bacterial growth and the risk of foodborne illness. Next, preserving nutrients, especially when low temperature drying methods are used, which minimize the loss of vitamins and minerals. Additionally, drying can concentrate flavors, making dried foods like fruits, vegetables, and meats more intense in taste. It also enables product innovation, allowing for creation of snack foods, instant meals, and functional food ingredients. Some common examples of dried foods include, firstly, fruits and vegetables, such as raisins, apricots, vegetable powders, and snacks like kale chips. Secondly, mixed products such as jerky and dried sausages. Thirdly is dairy products such as milk powder and cheese powder. Then, grains and legumes such as instant rice and lentils. And lastly, herbs and spices, which is dried basil and turmeric powder. To summarize, understanding drying curves is essential for optimizing the dehydration process in food processing. By comprehending the different phases, we can control drying operation more effectively and maintain product quality. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.